You guys, let's get started. So you're going to need some glitter, of course, because I'm going to be doing one glitter rose and some spray adhesive. So I have some rose stem cutters that I'm going to be using shortly, but as you can see, I put my glitter in a bowl so I can start my dipping process. So here are the roses that I intended to dip, but I'll run into an issue with my glue spray here. You want it to spray out just like this. If it's not spraying out like that, then don't even bother. So you're going to just dip it into the colors that you would like to dip it into. I am mixing it with the pink and the red. And you guys, the video does it no justice. It is absolutely so pretty in person. You're going to need some bamboo skewers. I use the 8-inch kind. And my goal is to make a bouquet of like maybe 12 to 15 of the money sticks. So as you guys see, I am just cutting the heads of the roses off of the stems because you don't need the whole stem. I'm going to stabilize the rose to a skewer using a piece of tape, as you can see. And as I'm wrapping it around the skewer, I'm making sure I'm getting it very close to the base and as tight as possible because it's going to help it be very secure when we are curating the bouquet. So that's what I'm going to be doing here, just adding more tape to more roses and more skewers until I get all of them done. So this kind of gives it a little bit more of what it looks like in person. So yes, hopefully you guys are enjoying the video so far. I really enjoy making these money flower bouquets. It's one of my new hobbies that I decided to take on, and it has been very rewarding to me. I find it very therapeutic. I think that they make great graduation gifts, great any gift, romantic, whatever. So you guys are going to see me start making the bouquet on a foam block, as you can see. And you want to stick them in so that the heads of the roses are touching each other. You don't really want to care too much about the placement of the skewers on the foam. You just want to care about the placement of your roses. So I am stacking them next to each other like so, and I thought that they turned out so good. Time for the money, honey. So, looking at it this way, you see if you were to fold it in, you'll have the house on the outside. I want to have the blue strip on the outside, so I'm going to fold it in this way. Okay, now I want to show you guys exactly how I get this petal. I'm just going to take a skewer and a little bit of tape, and I'm going to put it dead smack in the middle of the house on the back of the money. Now, you don't want to do them too high because you'll be able to see the sticks. So kind of like a little bit below the middle is good. And I'm going to stop each one next to the 0 on the 100. So that's how I know to get all of them the same, if that makes any sense. So you just kind of want to make your own little markers on each money bill that you're going to be using so that you can have a nice uniformed look at the end of your bouquet. So I'm just going to show you guys my process of doing this one more time and folding it in this way. Boom, I see that it's right at that O or the 0. So I'm just going to secure that down with a little bit of tape, and voila, we have a beautiful petal. Now here I am going to put them close to the roses, and I want them to stand up almost nearly the same height as the roses. So I'm just going to go all the way around and be very careful placing them in. You do want to make sure that the skewers are actually advancing into the foam. Otherwise, they won't be stable, and you'll know what I mean if you are creating one and you're not sticking them in all the way. So that's what I'm doing here. And like I said earlier, I mentioned that my goal was to take about 12 to 15 of these money petals to surround the roses. Not all the time you're going to fit every last single one that you would like, because you don't want to smash your money petals together. You want them to stay crispy. You want them to stay full. So these are obviously play money in the toys we trust. So it's not nearly the same as like a real dollar bill or $100 bill, obviously. So you're going to take some tape here, and what you're going to see me doing is stabilizing the bouquet. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to wrap it around one of the skewer sticks, and I'm just going to go all the way around the bouquet. Not too tight, because you do not want to smash the money flowers into the actual flowers. You want to be gentle enough, okay? Now we're going to do the wrapping part. Taking a tissue paper, and I just fold it in half, and I am just going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to fold it in half again and cut it in half again. And once I do that, you see me here taking it and folding it hot dog style so that I can get a cute little triangle. And then I'm going to do this for all of my tissue papers, in which I only did 4. You want to get some tissue paper and pieces of tape and put them on the corners, and you're going to see me easily be able to wrap that around your bouquet. This method is easiest for me, so yeah, that is the product of that. I'm going to fill these areas with another wrapping paper. I like this gray gold with the pink, and it complements the color of these money bills that I made these money petals out of. And then I did the same thing, put a piece of tape on the edges, and then it just makes it so much easier for me to just form a bouquet. As you guys can see here, this part is very helpful because wrapping can be very tedious. If you guys are enjoying so far, hit that subscribe button. Hopefully you are. Now we're going to camouflage the bottom part of the bouquet, just covering up the foam. You can do this part whichever way you like. I sometimes do it different. This one is just a very basic bouquet that I decided to make, and I wanted to keep things very simple. So I'm going to add these cute little crystal pins into the roses just to elevate this basic bouquet a little bit more. This one is a 1300 or 1400 dollar bouquet, and obviously I would make these with real money for clients, but for my practice and hobby, I do this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If so, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll catch you in my next one.